Wes here for Family Gamer TV, and today we're revisiting Skylanders Trap Team on the tablet to have a look at the digital packs that you can purchase and maybe have a play around with Sky Zones 2 to see just how that looks on the tablet. So, one of the things you're probably aware of with Skylanders Trap Team on tablet is you can buy a starter pack, and that starter pack gives you a controller, a portal, and the ability to play the whole Skylanders game in that way on your tablet on the move. What you may not be aware of is you can also download Skylanders Trap Team completely freely from the App Store, and that will give you access to the very first level for free. But beyond that, you can also buy digital packs. Now, those digital packs give you access to the rest of the game. So you don't need a portal, and you can play through the whole of the story, as well as Chaos Mode, the arenas, everything. Now, this is the screen that you have to visit in the app to make those purchases. As you can see, I own Pack 1, and you can see that each pack is priced at £10.49, so you're looking at over £30 to own the whole game digitally. Now, there's a couple of things to bear in mind on this screen. It appears to be telling us what we get in each digital pack. So it says you can play on the go with them, that you get 2 digital Skylanders, 2 digital traps, and there's hours of fun in each pack. It doesn't detail exactly what's in those packs, but we get a good sense of the value there. If there's 3 packs, that's however many levels are in the game, divided by 3, I assume. Now, while you start the game with instant snapshot here and instant food fight, you don't actually get any more digital Skylanders or any more digital traps. No, this page is a little misleading. I thought you'd get more instant characters to play with so that you could unlock more areas of the game, unlock more elemental gates, trap more villains, but no, you don't. You don't actually get anything other than level content. So that's some interesting wording, a bit misleading. If you look at the description in the App Store, that does actually make it clear. But it doesn't make it clear on that one important screen in the app, and I think that's a little bit misleading. So, what do you get? So, as I said, it's level content, and the game is literally split into 3. Taking the demo level aside. So you get about 5 or 6 levels per pack. You also get access to Chaos Mode, and you can play through the game with instant snapshot and instant food fight, and any life villains or water villains that you trap. However, that's it. And I've got to say, trying to play through the whole game with just the 2 Skylanders, kind of tricky, even on normal difficulty level. I can't imagine trying to do it on hard or nightmare mode. But you can see here we have Cuckoo Clocker now, one of our villains. We are also in the Skylander Academy, which you don't get access to until you leave or finish the first level and unlock the first digital pack. So you can see Cuckoo Clocker walking around here. This digital version of the thumbstick you can place anywhere on the screen. Wherever you place your thumb, it will appear, and that works quite elegantly. The virtual buttons down in the right hand side, they also work quite well. I've not had any problems with the controls, very happy with that. The colours overall, you can probably sense actually they feel a bit muted. It doesn't look as vibrant as perhaps it does on the console. And the instant characters don't help with that because they're grey, so they look a bit dull. But that's the incentive you've got to buy the characters. Now, there is another issue. Even if you own every Skylander that's ever been made, you can only use them in Trap Team on the tablet if you have the starter pack. You can't import your characters digitally, which is a bit of a downside, really. Even with the codes that come with those characters, you can't use them. So that's a bit rubbish, if you ask me, especially if you've paid £30+ for the game and then you're limited to just the instant characters. it kind of makes the whole digital thing, it seems a bit pointless, really. So, not impressed with that. But let's carry on talking as we maybe go and take a look at some Sky Stones in a moment. We'll let Flynn fly us somewhere.
Okay, Skylander.
So we've seen the content of the digital packs there. It really doesn't make an awful lot of sense to me as to why you would have those and the starter pack. I can understand them giving away a free demo, but then to kind of encourage you to buy those digital packs on the promise of content that isn't actually there, and then content that can't be used to its fullest, well, it's a bit disappointing. You know, not being able to access the elemental gates on the digital levels, apart from just the life, no, not the life ones, just the water gates. You effectively only have water gates you can open. Beyond that, there are only life and water villains you can trap. It doesn't seem like good value for money, really, does it, at £30? You'd think they'd price that considerably less.
Guys, the chef's not
But
getting away from us
that's their
this time.
choice.
Looks like his Zeppelin's well
And what we'll
defended,
do
though.
here is we'll probably skip ahead a bit in this level because the Sky Stones part is a little bit later in the level, and I'll show you that. But I've noticed that the particular hat I'm currently wearing, or Snapshot's currently wearing, doesn't really fit his head particularly well. But let's just take down these airships, and then we'll zip ahead to the Sky Stones. I do like these little breaks in the regular gameplay to do a bit of shooting or other mini-game type events that happen during Trap Team, particularly Sky Stones, which we'll look at in a bit. But it's going back to the digital aspect of the game on the tablet, and I'm not sure if this is the same on Android. It's also very frustrating because there are no save points in the game. They haven't really made it fit mobile, where you might want to play on the go, just a small amount of time. You know, you still have to play through a whole level because the game will not suspend, even when you drop out of the game, back to effectively the desktop of your tablet device. Certainly on an iPad, there's no way to suspend the game. You can take a brief break, and if you're lucky, when you return to the game, it'll still be in the same point. But when I say brief, I'm probably talking at less than a minute. If you take any longer than that, or if you open up other apps and stuff, it literally just kills Trap Team. And so if you're mid-level, you'll lose your progress. So we've reached a point in level 5 now where we get to learn Sky Stones for the first time. We've entered the command kitchen on our way to find Chef Pepperjack. And we're going to have a word to a little dude called Batterson. He's going to teach us how to
It's
play
a
the game.
Skylander. We were all forced to work on the Zeppelin by that crazy Chef Pepperjack. The other cooks don't trust you yet, though. They're pretty high strung, being cooks. But they might warm up to you if you can prove yourself at our Sky Stone Smash game. It's something we made up to temporarily escape the madness of this high-pressure kitchen environment. Here, I'll show you.
So if you've not seen or played Sky Stones Smash yet, the game has you versus one of the characters in Skylanders Trap Team, and you use these stones. As you can see here, we've got 6 recommended stones to begin with. We can also pick from ones we collect throughout the game, and they all have various strengths and various health. We'll go with the default ones to start with, and Batterson will take us through it.
Bruiser Cruiser.
So as you can see here, we've got the Sky Stones table mat, shall we say, that we play on, and we have 3 stones each. I can't see my opponent's stones, and he shouldn't be able to see mine. He's played a stone, and he always goes first. Now I have to play a stone in one of my 3 slots, so I can pick this one and I can play it wherever I want. Now this is one thing that the touchscreen does in the tablet edition, you can tap where you want these to go rather than having to move them with the thumbstick like you do other aspects of the game. I can switch and pick a different one. Now, the placement of them matters, because if I place it next to one of my opponent's creatures or stones, then they'll fight each other. If I don't, if I place it up here, then I will attack my opponent directly. So it all depends on what I want to do, really. I will do the amount of damage equal to my stone strength, and I will take damage based on my opponent's strength. And if my life or my health is lower than or equal to his strength, then I'm afraid my stone is out of there. But I'm going to put my Chill Bill up against his... I'm not sure what that is. Was that a Shrednaught? No, it's not a Shrednaught. It's a Troll something anyway. And we'll see how it goes. And then you tap on the stone again, which it refers to as a card, confusingly. And
Broccoli guy.
you see there that those two fought each other. I took damage, he took damage, and we're now in a position where, were they to fight again, they'd both die. So we'll see what happens here. I've now got Broccoli Guy to contend with as well. I think I'm going to place mine in the middle though. I want to do some damage to my opponent.
Bruiser
So
Cruiser.
I'll play that. And let's see what happens now. So he does 1 damage to me from Broccoli Guy. I do 2 to him. And these two at the bottom both
Broccoli
take each round.
guy.
And we're on to round 3. And we've got another Broccoli Guy to contend with. And I get a Cuckoo Clocker. I'm going to play... What am I going to play? I'm going to play my Chompy Mage in that slot, I think. And
Chompy
that
Mage.
gives me 2
Heart
health when
boost.
it comes into play, which is nice.
Shrednaught.
Oh, and I actually accidentally skipped the combat there, which you can do if you accidentally tap a couple of times. So you see my health go up to 10, and some of these cards have now taken damage, and I've got another to contend with. I'm going to bring my
The
Gulper out,
Gulper.
play him down there. We'll see how this resolves. So
Chill Bill.
I'm sitting reasonably pretty there at the moment. I think still doing well. And I think we'll put the Shrednaught
Shrednaught.
against the Chill Bill. There's going to be a few characters dying here, a few stones going away. But I'm left with 1 on the table.
Bruiser Cruiser.
Now he's brought his Bruiser Cruiser out to try and do some damage directly to me, and I think I'm going to do the same to him.
Cuckoo
But I think
Clocker.
I have the advantage here. So with no stones left to play, this should be a straightforward win for me now. We've gone into overtime, and the battle just continues. There's no option to move your stones around. And there we go, Batterson defeated. Pretty straightforward victory, and of course there are more Sky Stones that you can get throughout the game, so that when you go into combat
try your
with
hand
anyone,
against the other
you can pick and
sous-chefs.
choose what you want to
Just
use.
remember
and we'll
to
show
not
a little
take
bit of that
anything
now.
they say
So
personally. It's a very stressful
if I head
job.
over here, there should be another Sky Stones match awaiting me.
So, Batterson says we can trust you.
So now that
But it'll
Batterson's
take a
taught us
little
what to
more
do,
than that to convince us.
let's see how well we get on this time.
Yeah, we weren't born yesterday here.
I haven't got anything to add. I do
Obviously,
agree
this is a
with my
variation
fellow
on
sous chefs,
the original Sky Stones.
But if you
and
beat
of
me at
course,
Sky Stone Smash,
other
we
mini
might
games we've
consider
had in the
possibly letting you
Skylanders
in to see
franchise.
the big man himself.
And this one, I think, takes a little bit from Hearthstone as well, if you're familiar with that free-to-play digital card game. So let's have a look at changing our stones this time and see what our options are here. So you can see I have some Tussle Sprout, I've got Broccoli Guy, Shrednaught. I'm going to drop, what should I drop? I'm going to drop Chill Bill. Now, how do I swap this? I'm trying to work out how to swipe. There we go. So you just swipe across. It gives you your options. So what I would like is, I think... actually, I'm not sure. I think my Chill Bill might be the strongest one I've got there. But what the hey, I'm going to swap for... Who should I swap for? I'm going to swap for Buzzerbeak. Trying to work out how to swap them though. It's not quite clear on what I've got to do. There we go. Tapping furiously manages to swap them out. And we'll go in to combat with those ones, I think. And here we go. So another game of Skylanders for you. Let's see if this one's a little bit more challenging for me.
Tussle Sprout.
So he has a Tussle Sprout. I think I'm going to go straight in there with Cuckoo Clocker.
Cuckoo Clocker.
Take out his Tussle Sprout, nice and easy.
Shrednaught.
Now he's forced to make a decision. Does he want to stop my Cuckoo Clocker or is he going to take some damage? And my Cuckoo Clocker will do quite well against that Shrednaught as well, so that's quite handy. We'll take my Shrednaught, place it here, and that's going to be a nice for the damage. And you saw there that the two stones at the top took each other out. And Buzzerbeak's really no match for me, but I'm going to use... I think I will use... I'm going to use Chompy Mage, even though it's a bit of a waste of the special ability.
Heart Boost.
Because you can't actually have more than 10 health, I don't think. But we get a nice little animation with Chompy Mage there. Oh, we can go higher than 10 health. I don't know why it didn't go up last time we played, but that's a nice bonus. And we do 3 damage to my opponent.
Tussle
And he's down to 2, so he's going down this time. I don't even need to play a stone, but I'm going to play Gulper.
The Gulper.
And this is a nice, easy victory. Now, if you own the 3DS version of Trap Team, you can actually play Skystones online against other opponents. It's something I wish they'd put in the full game as well, but never mind. We'll just have to make do with playing against computer opponents, I guess. So that's our look today at the digital packs and Skystones. Slightly disappointing, I think, overall with the digital pack experience. Not particularly happy with that. Feels like we've been slightly cheated to some degree. So if you're going to play Trap Team on a tablet, I highly recommend that you buy the starter pack. Don't waste your money on the digital packs. And we'll take a look again at that pricing for you. But it was £10.49 for one digital pack, and remember that just gives you access to effectively a third of the game. No extra characters, no extra traps. So I hope you enjoyed that look at the digital packs and Skystones on the tablet. We'll be back with some more Skylanders Trap Team soon. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of that, and leave us a comment. Let us know who are your favourite Skystones to play with, and have you been playing online with the 3DS too? Now, that's it for today, so stay tuned for more from Family Gamer TV.